Does anyone not know what this is? Yeah, it's a Rubik's Cube. I bet some of you probably have one at home sitting on a bookshelf, except it doesn't look like this. It probably looks up more like this. Probably has for years. Well, I have been solving the Rubik's Cube for over 4 years, and in that time I've solved it more than 15,000 times. After my demonstration today, are you going to be able to solve the Rubik's Cube? No, probably not. And the reason for that is that it requires algorithms. And unless you're a math major, no one likes the word algorithm. But in regards to the Rubik's Cube, it's simply just a series of moves and turns that you do on it that does not mess up previously solved pieces. Behind me is a site that includes all the different algorithms. It would take way too long for me to show you all the different algorithms to all the different patterns. So instead, I'm going to show you the process of solving the Rubik's Cube so that you know where to start and where to end. I would hope you know where to end. That's when it's solved. You don't want to go further than that. So let's begin. On the first stage of solving the Rubik's Cube, you want to solve for the white cross. When you solve the white cross, you want the edge pieces to match the colors of the layer above it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now this step here does not require any type of advanced algorithms. Most people can pick up a Rubik's Cube and solve this in a matter of a couple minutes. So once that's done, that was pretty easy. That's stage 1. Stage 2 now is to solve what's called the first 2 layers, or F2L. That's solving the corner piece and the edge piece of these first 2 layers both at the same time. Although this process takes the most amount of time, overall it's faster than solving the individual corners and then the edge pieces. This stage is a little bit complicated, and I've been trying to speak and do it at the same time, but it's difficult, so please bear with me while I solve this. That completes stage 2, is solving the first 2 layers. Finally, we're on the last stage, and that's solving the top. What you want to do on this stage is first start with the yellow cross. And the yellow cross is different than solving the white because it does not matter if the colors match on the edges. So you just want to get the white cross, such as that. Next, you want to get all yellow to be positioned on top. Now I have to warn you, when you start doing the algorithms on the last layer, they become longer and more difficult to do. And if you mess up midstream, you end up really having to start back over with stage 1. So try not to mess up if you follow some of the algorithms on it. Okay, so now you can see that the sides are all kind of messed up. There's 2 corners that are where they need to be, and there's 2 corners that are not. So we need to get all the corners in its respective positions. So, like that. Okay, so now all the corners are where they need to be, and you can see the very last step of stage 3 is to get the edge pieces properly aligned to where they need to be. Then the cube will be solved. Like that. So now the Rubik's Cube is solved. And to recap, the first stage is to get the white cross. The second stage is then to solve the first 2 layers, and then finally solve the top. Those 3 stages, along with the algorithms you can find on the website behind me, will have you solving the Rubik's Cube in no time. So I challenge you to go home, grab that Rubik's Cube off of your bookshelf, or go out and buy one, and start solving it today. And now I'm even open for questions. I'm hoping there'd be 2 of them. Oh, wow. All right.
What's the fastest time you've ever solved?
20.7 seconds. But my average is like 40 seconds. So.
How long did it take you to get that good at solving it?
Like around 4 years. Yeah. I had a hand injury, so I was just doing it for therapy. I'd be faster if my hand, I have like a little gimpy hand sort of. I'd be faster if they worked better, yeah.
Have you ever been in a Rubik's Cube competition?
No, those guys are good. Like the fastest time is 5.55 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you a math major?
No.
Wow.
When you were little, you saw that?
Yeah, I used to take it apart.
Yeah. That's how you
Okay.
Have you ever attempted to solve it without looking at it?
No, I can do, if I see a pattern, I can do a few moves without looking at it. But no, some people can do the whole cube like that.
Have you ever done any more like complex Rubik cubes, like a 5x5?
Yeah, that's the highest I've done is a 5x5.